What's up, comrades? Nightwolf here, and welcome to another video. Today, I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to rant, I wanted to talk about some stuff, but I didn't want to talk about what we've always been talking about for so long, which would be comic book related bullcrap. I'm going to be taking an extended break from the shenanigans. Oh boy, I want to take a break from that. So, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be ranting about some Power Rangers related stuff. Particularly, I wanted to talk about the Neo-Saban era of Power Rangers. It's been going on for a few years now, and I have some words that I would like to say about it. It sucks. It's bad. So bad. Now, I'm not saying that Power Rangers is perfect. Clearly, it is not. It is for kids, normally. Although I'm a fan of it, but the target audience is obviously for younger children. But, and I preface this with but, there has to be a better way to tell stories for kids that isn't dumbed down, watered down crap with no character development. Because here's the thing, some of the greatest seasons of Power Rangers are ones that not only kids can enjoy, but adults can enjoy it as well. And they'll be like, wow, this is actually a pretty good story. I can understand this. This makes sense. This is a solid plot. You know, good character development, characters growing over time. But so far, over the course of, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, what is it, about 4 shows? No, wait, no, probably about, well, 3, 4 if you include Ninja Steel, which I have not watched. It's been so bad. The one thing that's probably the most prevalent thing in almost every single Power Rangers season is the Red Ranger. Because the Red Ranger is normally the focal point and focus of the entire show. He is team leader. It makes sense that he would be in charge. And out of all the shows, we've had 3 Red Rangers. And every single one of them has been pretty bad. One would be the Samurai Red Ranger, who is basically God, or he's so important that no one else can function without him, which is really stupid, and is, I think, basically, yeah, he's basically a Gary Stu style character, where whatever he says kind of goes, and everybody pretty much follows him without question. Pretty stupid, pretty lazy writing. Then, of course, you have Mega Force's Red Ranger. Forgive me if I forget the names of the human side of their names, because I quite honestly do not care. That guy, he just will say random heroic speeches and catchphrases. He has no actual personality, and quite honestly, every time I see him, I just look at him and like, you're basically just a pretty face. You're like a model that they hired, but for some reason you have no personality whatsoever. You're terrible. You're trash. You're even worse than the guy from Samurai. And now we come to Dino Charge, and it's a little bit better. Not by much. The Red Ranger in this, I mean, there's some potential here, but once again, it's wasted. He does not change or grow at all. He just smiles like a doofus the entire time, and nothing ever changes about him. Things will happen to him, but nothing changes. He is the same character from point A all the way to point B, which is incredibly lazy and incredibly stupid. Let's not also forget that all the characters pretty much run by the same thing. They get little to no character development or focus, and it's really, really lazy. They're really trying to target that child demographic, but keep in mind that there are adult Power Ranger fans out there too. You gotta try and find a balance, a healthy balance. You can't just keep throwing things on the board and say, okay, this is what we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with the most simple and stupidest plot line ever, and then expect everyone to go, yeah, that was a good season, good show. I can't wait to watch more. Another problem I have with the current seasons of Power Rangers is that I guess Nickelodeon has this kind of rule where they have to split the seasons up to like 22 episodes. And I kind of understand that, but please, for the love of all that is good and decent, stop putting Super in the title. Can we just go with season 2? Okay? Can we just not do that? It's weird to do that. That's like if this was the 90s and Power Rangers decided that once the season ended, they would go, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Extreme! It's so stupid. So lazy. Why are we doing this right now? Is there no other better way to title it as a season? Could we just keep it as a season and then wait for the second season? I don't mind with you guys splitting it up. That's fine. Do what you have to. You know, whatever contractual obligations you have, completely understandable. But could you lose the Super, okay? Lose the Super. I'm kind of tired of the Super, okay? I don't want to see any more Supers. I don't want to see Ninja Steel Super second season, okay? I don't want to see that. Quite honestly. Also, can we get some better villains in the series? I would say that Dino Charge probably has one of the better villains, but he doesn't show up until season 2, and that would be Heckle and Snide. I do really like them. I think that's some fantastic stuff, and I really enjoy the actor who plays Heckle quite a bit. I think he's quite funny. I like how he hams it up for the camera. It's kind of endearing in a way, and he's probably the highlight of Supercharge for me. But Sledge, he's kind of bad, and the last couple seasons of Bosses were pretty terrible too. They were not really worth mentioning. I don't even remember their names. They are that forgettable and that pointless. And you really have to find like rival characters, and they did one for Samurai, and sadly though, he looks like he would be probably the best part of the show. And he probably is for a villain, but it doesn't really go anywhere. Megaforce didn't have it. Super Megaforce didn't have it. At least not that I'm recalling. It has been a while. But, I mean, a rival for, the Red Ranger. That's always a good thing to have, A villain who can, test his mettle against him and whatnot. I like seeing that. Another problem that the show seems to have, it seems to, burn through a lot of the Sentai footage, a lot of the power-ups and changing of abilities and whatnot really, really fast, and I really don't like that. I want to see natural progression. You got 20 plus episodes to work on this. You should be able to develop some character, tweak it up a bit. Not every episode has to be a power-up episode where you get a new power. It's getting kind of boring. Switch it up a little bit. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying change it up. Switch it up a little. Do some new things. Do some crazy things. Actually focus on the characters a bit. Because, quite personally, I would like to see more character growth and development and a really good plot line, opposed to, oh look, shiny new toys that you expect me to buy. Which, by the way, I don't do. Now, the only reason why I'm pointing out a lot of these problems and whatnot is because I want to see Power Rangers to be better than what it currently is in the current format. Quite honestly, in my personal opinion, I liked a lot of the Disney seasons of Power Rangers and even some of the later of the original Saban era. They were all really good, and I would even recommend them to adults who probably have never watched Power Rangers because it has some good stuff in it. But these shows, the cheese is on a higher level than what it probably should be. Don't get me wrong, the show is cheesy. I mean, it's about brightly colored spandex characters punching rubber monsters, okay? I make no bones about it. I know exactly what I'm getting into. But you have to find a nice... there needs to be a healthier balance of plot and character development and actually putting in a little bit more oomph, a little bit more effort into the show to make it stand out a bit more, to make it better. I mean, if you can... This is one of those things that I always think of as an adult. If there's a kid's show or a program that is so good that even the adults enjoy watching it, like things like Gravity Falls or other assorted shows which I can't really think of off the top of my head, because quite honestly, I wasn't the biggest fan of Gravity Falls, but when I watched an episode from time to time, I was like, this is actually pretty good. This is a good show. And there are other shows that are like that too currently. The current Voltron show is fantastic. A lot of people like that. Justice League Action is fun for both kids and adults. You need to find a good middle ground where it's for kids, but the adults can enjoy it too. And Power Rangers used to be like that, and you know that's what this is, Saban, because at Power Morphicons or at conventions, there's a lot of adults dressed up as Power Rangers or are there to meet Power Rangers. You have to try. Please, we insist. Try a little bit harder. That's all I ask. I want to see improvement. That's basically all I'm asking for, is a little bit of improvement. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this random rant here. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to leave a like, shoot a comment, subscribe if you're new here, and as always, do not forget to hit notifications and also share the video online. It would help me out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And as always, do not forget to raise your nerd flags high, and I will see you next time. Nightwolf's out.